Well. Hello, everybody. It's Mike, KO4PDI, your ham fun guy. Mr. Ambassador. Hey, Iman's welcoming me to the stage here. Mr. Ambassador, he's calling me. That's because I am an AMSAT ambassador, and I did a little video on that yesterday, and I talked about it. Hey, good to see you, Iman. How's the audio, Iman? We got a brand new microphone. Yeah, there it is, the RE27 Electra Voice. Eat your heart out, K6 EGG, Greg. Greg is probably my best mentor when it comes to how to set up my studio to do live streaming and radio and all that other fun stuff. He's given me so many pointers, and he's really good with what he does, so I love his stuff. He's a audio engineer, and he had gotten on my case because I had picked up on TikTok a SM57, no, I'm sorry, SN7 microphone. It was a knockoff. I paid $80 for it. It's normally a $400 microphone. However, this particular microphone was not bought from TikTok. This was a friend of mine picked this up and sold this to me at a reasonable price. So I did not pay $600 for the microphone and the vibration handle. I paid much less, and I'm grateful to him for that. He's turning into a supplier, mentor / devil on my shoulder. All right, the audio's great according to Iman. He's listening from Northern Ireland right now. Second cup of coffee pass. We have an ISS pass that starts in about 4 minutes. It is a pretty decent pass. It's going to be a max elevation of 21.5 degrees. Should be fine. I should have no problems getting that. What is this on my glasses? Oh, I hate that. I don't have my eyeglass cleaner in here. Distracts me tremendously when I got a little smudge in the bottom left here. I'm glad the audio sounds good. What's nice is, look at how far away from the mic I am, and I'm able to use it just fine. I had an interesting experience a few minutes ago at about 8:30 this morning. I got on M0122, Mike Oscar 122. And I'm calling CQ, and I'm looking at the sat box. It says it's a linear satellite, but I didn't realize it. It never changed the radio mode from lower sideband, to lower sideband, upper sideband. It still had it on FM. So I'm calling CQ, and I'm hearing my own voice come back clear as a bell. And my buddy Howard, WB2TQE, responded to me. He says, Mike, I thought this was a linear satellite. I said, it is. And we looked, and I looked at the sat box output, shows it as a linear satellite, but my radio was on FM, and we were talking to each other. So I'm guessing Mike Oscar 122 has an FM repeater on it also. I mean, why else would that have worked? I don't know. And I heard nobody on the lower sideband, upper sideband frequency, but when I put the radio on FM, I could hear people, I could hear myself clear as a bell. So might want to try that, M0122. Next time you get on that, try it as an FM satellite, even though it's supposed to be linear. It's going to reach you. Iman is saying that this pass that we're going to do right now is going to reach him at about 48 degrees. Yeah, nice. Perfect. So I am going to be working on a new series on satellites. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Well, tonight, when I go live tonight, we'll talk a little bit about the videos I'm going to make. So many people have asked me, how do you do it? Because I've been doing this now for 3 years, and I've had the Wemo antennas probably about 1.5 years. So the tower's been up over a year, but everybody keeps asking me, and I tell them little things here and there. I tell them about the sat box. I tell them about this, that, and the other thing. But I'm going to go into detail on the radio, the sat box, the antennas, the coax I'm using for the antennas, and whole bunches of interesting stuff about quirks of different satellites, like RS-44 is still attached to the booster. SO-50, you need the 74.4 tone to activate it if it hasn't been activated yet, or if it's been dormant for 10 minutes, it shuts off the repeater. So that's the way you turn the repeater back on. You send a tone of 74.4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a series of videos about each individual thing that I use in my satellite passes. And as a group, you will be able to follow along if you want to build the same type setup I have or get pointers on how you can make this at home. With not as expensive. You could do it less expensive than I do it. But anyway, I'll talk about that tonight on the podcast. So make sure you get on there for the podcast tonight. The antenna has started to move. I ought to get the headphones on. The bird is about to rise, and we want to talk on it. So the ISS is not a linear satellite. It is a FM satellite. And hey, what's that background noise? By the way, I was having issues with the Yaesu where it would reboot, and I did something, and I think I fixed it. I grounded the chassis of the Yaesu radio, and I'm not getting it rebooting when I do FT8. Good to know, huh? People say you shouldn't have to ground your radio. It doesn't have a ground pin on the outlet, on the electrical. Well, you're not connecting to AC. That's why it doesn't have a ground. It has a ground pin on the back of the radio for a reason, and it doesn't mean to connect all your radios together. It means to connect it to ground. So that's what I did. I ran I used to have a ground wire on the 7300, so why wouldn't I have it on this? All right, we're going to switch. We can see the antenna has turned, and it's aiming at the southern horizon. The geochron shows you the yellow footprint is just about over me right now. Right over there. Right there, you can see it. All right, so let's go to the SatPass page. You can see there's the QSO I made with Howard FM on Mike Oscar 122, which was bizarre, to say the least. All right, let's get the volume up, see if we're hearing anything. And we'll try to make a call. We'll start at 70 watts right now. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. The bird is only 3 degrees above the horizon, and I got it at 70 watts. We can even cut that down to 50. Let's go down to 50 watts. And as I've said before, we're losing 3 S units on this. I'm at 50% right now, so 50 watts out of the radio when it gets the antenna is going to turn out to be probably more like 20 watts. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99. Yeah, Iman, I have ferrites on everything, and I have shielded USB cables, but until I put that ground wire on the FTDX10, it kept rebooting when I was doing FT8. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. Nobody else is on it right now. Let's see if we can get the astronauts. November Alpha 1, Sierra Sierra. Please copy Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. Get on and I got my message out there. If they're listening, they heard me, invite them to comment. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99. The bird right now is over the Yucatan Peninsula. If you look at this map here, actually it's past the Yucatan Peninsula. I'm right in the middle of the footprint. Nobody's on here. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99. Anyone anywhere out there? Come on, turn on the radio. It's a weekday. It's
O4 PDI, W4 NEG. Good morning, Michael.
W4 NEG, you're the first one today. Nobody else was on here so far.
Yeah, that's Atlantic Pass.
Yeah, I got WB2TQE earlier on MO 122 on FM. I don't know how that happened. Oh, he's fading away already. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99.
Oscar 4, TDI Kilo Victor 4 India, Echo Lima 98, QSL, Mike.
Hey, Roger. Good to hear you. We're the only one. Me, you, and who else? WB2TQE. Ronnie's on here.
Yeah, this is a bad pass for me. I just...
Kilo Victor.
Kilo Victor 4 India, W4 NEG.
W4 NEG, QSL, Kilo Victor India.
Brad, got you. Thanks. Good morning.
Hey, Roger, I'm streaming live. I just explained to everybody tonight I'm going to talk about all the things I use to do satellite passes. I'm going to make a series of videos on each item.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. So you're referring back to the email I sent to you, but thanks a lot. Kilo Victor 4 India.
Yeah, you weren't the only one. That's why I decided to do this.
Perfect.
Was that Kilo 4 Whiskey Shelby in Kentucky?
Kilo Nancy for Whiskey.
Kilo Nancy 4 Whiskey KO4 PDI Echo Lima 99. KO4 PD.
Kilo November 4 Whiskey, W4 NEG.
This is such a low pass, and it's so far out over the Atlantic that not a lot of guys are getting on here. It's just off the southern tip of Florida right now. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99.
Kilo November 4 Whiskey, W4 NEG.
That is Ronnie trying to...
FYA, FN41.
N2 FYA. November 2, Fox Yankee Alpha. Good morning, John. KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99.
Good morning there, Mike. KO4 PDI into FYA. Have a good morning over there.
November 2 Fox Yankee Alpha, W4 NEG. Hey, John.
Yeah, W4 NEG into FYA. Hey, Ron.
John, would you believe it's been 62 degrees here? Can you believe that for August?
N2 FYA, Kilo. N2 FYA, Kilo Victor 4 India. Kilo Victor 4 India, N2 FYA, good morning. November 2 FYA, Kilo Victor 4 India, Echo Lima 98. Kilo Victor 4 India in Echo Lima 98 and 2 FYA FN41 QSL. QSL, Kilo Victor 4 India. Have a good day and 2 FYA FN41.
Not a lot of people on here, but we're all connecting with each other. Let's try another. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. See if we get anybody else. Is that the jammer? Is the jammer on? Oh, the jammer is on. Okay, time to go up to 100 watts. Kilo.
Mike X-ray, Foxtrot Michael 7.
Come back again. KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99.
Kilo India 4, Charlie Mike X-ray, Foxtrot Michael 7.
Roger, Roger. Kilo India 4, Charlie Mike X-ray. Tom, nice to meet you in Virginia. 73, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99.
Echo Lima 99, man, you got a strong signal here in Virginia, over.
It's not me, it's the ISS. It helps when the tower's got a Yagi on at 50 feet in the air.
CMX, the copy into FYA. FYA, yeah, KL4 CMX. Okay, into FYA here in FN41. Have a good day down there. How you doing?
That's pretty good, man. Virginia.
Kilo India 4 Charlie Mike X-ray, W4 NEG.
But these guys all get Kilo India 4 Charlie Mike X-ray.
CMX. Good morning.
morning. That's Whiskey 4, November, Echo Golf. Echo Mike 84. Thanks. Good morning.
November Echo Golf. Gotcha. KL4 CMX.
It sounds like he's saying KO4 CMX. It's KI4 CMX.
Question for you guys about the SSTV on the ISS. When is it starting again?
I don't know when they're doing SSTV again, but keep your eye on the ARISS page.
All right, we'll do that. Thank you.
Oh, this is going pretty good. Helping a guy out. Wants to do slow scan TV. We're losing. That's John. I barely hear him. And the bird is at 2.5 degrees east-northeast of me. All right. Take the headphones off. Lower the volume. Change the view. All right. What are we looking at? We're looking at the... There's the antenna. You can see it's almost parallel to the ground. It's on its tracking. Right now, the bird is 1.1 degrees above the horizon, so it's going to be gone any second. Hell, that was a decent pass, man. Considering it was so far out over the Atlantic, I was hoping we got an astronaut because they like to get on there when they're not directly over land. But then it sounded like the jammer jumped on there for a second. Didn't you hear him? All of a sudden, he keyed the mic and you didn't hear anything. Then we heard that Kilo India 4, Charlie Mike X-ray. He came in, and then we didn't get the guy jamming. I wonder if Tom is the jammer. No, he's not. I'm not saying Tom's the jammer. Don't sue me. I got to figure out this. I'm debating if I want to leave this mount on here for this microphone or if I want to get something else. What the heck is in front of this? Oh, it's this it's looking at. Okay. I was wondering what that black thing was. It was the mount. Yeah, I'm debating if I'm going to leave this on here like this or if I'm going to get just a little microphone holder that sits just the mic on the boom. I don't touch it during while I'm using it, basically. Oh, that's the TV in the other room. I heard this loud, sounds like water running. That's what's going on in the other room. All right, so everybody, just so you know, at 10:43, that's 10:45 this morning, there's another ISS pass, 22 degrees above the horizon, which this one was only 21 degrees, but it's the other directions to the northwest. But we'll still be able to get that really good. So I might be back here at 10 o'clock, or what did I say? What time? 10:43. 10:43 that pass is. So why am I still getting warnings on this? Dismiss. Anyway, so we got the new microphone. If anybody's watching, you haven't seen that yet. This is a new Electro Voice microphone. It's the good one. This is the same as the EIB microphone that Rush Limbaugh used to use. And it works great. I love it. It was very easy to hook up and get it ready to use. So I'm liking it. All right, so make sure you come back at least at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which will be 2200 UTC. Yeah. We don't have any satellites over us right now. We got in 15 minutes, we got AO91 coming up, and it says it's active. So maybe we'll talk to somebody there. But in the meantime, you guys have a great day. Look for me on FT8. I'll probably jump on 20 meters FT8 in a little while. It looks like it's running fine. I want to have that running when I do the next ISS pass, which is at 10:43. So probably 10:40 I'll come on and start streaming. So make sure you get there. What I'm going to do is I'm working on a series of videos, starting with the 9700, the sat box, the rotator, the cable I use to get to all that, the preamps I use. I'm going to do stuff on all of that, and we can talk about it. I started with egg beaters and preamps, and then I worked my way up to Yagis, and then I went from regular Yagis to circularly polarized Yagis, and I learned a lot along the way, and I can share that with you. But what I want you to remember is to do it like I'm doing it. Don't think I just went out and spent 10 grand and had it. and it works. I started from nothing using an HT to get AO91 was my first satellite contact. And the sad thing is I don't remember the guy's call sign. It might have been N3 UPS. I'm not sure. And later on, I got to know him. That's Sloan. And I got a beautiful 705 I bought from him, which is what's in my Faraday bag. And yeah, it's he was a great guy too. Gave me a great price on the 705. I got it for less than it cost new with a bunch of extra stuff. So greatly appreciate that, Sloan. N3 UPS, you're a great guy. He's from Orlando. He's retired now. He was a pilot for United Parcel Service. That's why he got that call sign. I wonder if he's going to change the call sign now. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So we'll be doing videos on that one at a time. I'll talk about everything. I'll talk about a little bit of it tonight, give you a little preview of what it is I'm going to record. And I'll end up putting that in a playlist on my YouTube channel that anybody will be able to go if they want to learn how to hook up satellites with a rotator and a sat box and everything. I'm going to work on that from A to Z. So we'll call it Satellites A to Z. There you go. Satellites A to Z. But we're going to be talking about the way I do it, not all the other different ways that you could do that. Roger says he's amazed that I had any contacts today on the ISS. Yeah, you'd be surprised, Roger. Sometimes those low passes are good because it's kind of like the signal is perpendicular to you and you can pick it up better. But yeah, I love the low passes because I get really far. I had one time on a low pass, I got California 3 times. I got 3 California stations. That was amazing to me that I was able to get 3 California stations. All right, it's 23 minutes after 9. I'm going to finish my cup of coffee and play with the dog, I think. She wants to go out and chase a ball. She's sleeping right over there. She's getting fat, though. I'm cutting back on her food because yesterday she didn't finish her dinner. At least not when I fed it to her. Later on, she went back and ate the rest of it. But I worry about that. Dogs, you watch them poop. You watch what they eat. And aw, Roger's saying on the east side of the house with mobile antennas on the west side. Yeah. Roger, just grab your Yaesu rotator and drag it out like you did on field day and put it in your front yard so the house isn't in the way. Iman's here in the ISS right now. Well, yeah, it's coming up over you right now. He's in Northern Ireland. I have another push-up pole ordered to get above the roof line. Well, that'll work. Yeah, that'll be great. What are you using, a push-up pole? Why don't you just get some military poles? That's what I did. I dug a hole. I put a piece of PVC and it's slightly bigger than the military poles. And then I just put the military poles into that. And that's what I did. Oop, just bumped the microphone. Oop. You might be able to do that. The military poles are cheap, man. For $800, you can get 30 feet. And they're like 4-foot or 5-foot sections. You can get fiberglass or you can get aluminum. Yeah. They make all kinds of them. Those are the tent poles, the military tent poles. Well, the first thing, I originally had the antenna mounted about 20 feet off the ground on those, and it worked. I just, I couldn't get through the thick trees. Now, where my antennas are, they're further away from the trees, and they're much higher. They're now, they're 50 feet in the air. Actually, officially 47 feet. The rotator's at 47 feet. So I will. Carbon fiber for POTA, and the base is exactly what you described. Yeah, good. That's great. Yeah, a piece of PVC. It's the best way to do it. That's how I started. I don't know if on my QRZ page, I think I have. Do I have a picture of him? Let me see. Oh, I don't want to edit the page. I just want to go to the page. There we go. We're at the page. At the bottom of my QRZ page are pictures. Yeah, you could see the bottom left on my QRZ page. We'll throw this on the screen so you can see it. This was the original antennas I was using. Those were both just vertically polarized Yagis on a Yaesu rotor. You can see it right here. And this is about 20 feet of military poles. That's what it's mounted on, which was good because I could raise and lower it pretty easy with help of another guy. One of us would foot it, and the other guy would walk it down. You had to lift it up out of the hole, put the base on the ground, and then slowly lower it, which was a bitch. I'm telling you, you didn't want to go down hard because you'd hit the ground and bend those units, bend the elements on the Aggies. You didn't want to do that. So that's why I so love, and when I say I so love, I mean I so love my tilt-over tower. I don't need to have somebody help me. I could do it all by myself. If a hurricane's coming in or a big storm's coming in, I could have that tower down in less than 10 minutes, all by myself. So, yeah. All right. On that note, everybody, come back tonight, 6 p.m. I might be back here in about an hour and a half when the ISS comes around again because it's going to be another good pass for me. And I'll catch you later. So remember, until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do. At least not without me, all right? Love you guys. Thank you for the likes and the follows and clicking on the thumbs up and hitting the bell and all that other good stuff. Have a great day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. At least not without me, all right? KO4PDI, I'll be clear, 73.